In the city of Savatthi, there lived two rich brothers named Mahapala and Chulapala. One day, Mahapala went to listen to the Buddha's Dhammadesana, or Dhamma sermon. Using his divine eye, the Buddha saw that Mahapala was ready to listen to the Dhamma. The Buddha then directed his desana, or sermon, at Mahapala. Since Mahapala was a rich man, the Buddha started by teaching the Anupuppikata, or the progressive sermon. The Buddha started by explaining the Dhanakata, meaning giving and charity. He explained that through giving charity, we build up good karma that leads to desirable rebirths. The wiser we are about how we give dana, for example, giving to those of virtue such as monks, yields greater results than giving to those of lesser virtue. He then explained the Silakata, meaning morality. By refraining from violating the 5 precepts, killing, stealing, adultery, harmful speech, and use of intoxicants, we will not create bad karma. He then explained the Sagakata, meaning heavenly pleasures. Heavenly births are the reward of those that practice dana and uphold the sila. The Buddha then explained the Kama Dinawa Kata, meaning the disadvantages of sensual pleasures. While many see heaven as desirable, there are always 2 sides to everything. Everything has a desirable side and an undesirable side, as well as desirable and undesirable effects. Those that enjoy the pleasure that comes from tactile touch also experience the suffering and disadvantages that come with it, such as disappointment, jealousy, and anger. Those that experience the pleasure of wealth and power also experience the suffering and disadvantages that come with it. They have a desire to protect and increase their wealth. They struggle to manage the expectations and desires of others. They feed their sense of greed and develop an inflated sense of self-worth. Those that experience the pleasures that come from food also experience the suffering and disadvantages that come with it. Many find themselves addicted and unable to control themselves, often leading to gluttony, poor health, poor choices, diseases, and much more. Those that experience the pleasures of sound also experience the suffering and disadvantages that come with it, such as addiction, loss of control, and suffering when one is not able to fulfill their needs. Those who pursue the pleasure of owning physical objects also have to compete and fight with others, in addition to working to earn enough resources to trade for those items. Those who lust after sensual pleasures often find themselves suffering from overindulgence and loss of control. The Buddha then explained the Nekkhamma Nisammasakata, meaning the benefits of renouncing sensual pleasures. By renouncing the desirable aspect of sensual pleasures, one also renounces the suffering and disadvantages that come from those pleasures. The Buddha explained that this leads to true and genuine liberation and peacefulness within. After listening and internalizing the Buddha's desana, Mahapala found that he no longer wanted to waste any time with worldly pleasures. There were no worldly pleasures that he could take with him after he died. Everything he owned would be left to others. he requested the Buddha grant him ordination. Householder, is there anyone you need to inform before you ordain?
Yes, my lord. I would need to inform my younger brother, Chulapala.
Then go and inform him before you ordain.
Chulapala, from now on, all that I own is now yours. Do with it as you will. You do not have to consult me, inform me, or ask for my permission. I will ordain.
Mahabala, what do you say? But why? You're still young. There's much pleasure to be experienced. You shouldn't ordain now. If you want to ordain, do it later when you're old.
Ordain when I'm old? The practice to free oneself and obtain Nibbana is not easy or guaranteed. The mental cultivation required is better suited to a younger mind and stronger body. Look at the Buddha. He was a prince and gave up much more than I when he was only 29. The chance for freedom from suffering is much more valuable than any amount of pleasure.
And so, Mahabala received ordination and stayed with his teachers for 5 years, training diligently and learning how to be a proper monk. After 5 years of training, Mahabala wished to practice in the forest, and so he went to talk with the Buddha. He asked,
My lord, what is the religious duty of a monk?
The duty of a monk is to study and practice.
My lord, what do you mean by saying a monk's duty is to study?
A monk's duty is to study the Dhamma and the Vinaya, the monastic discipline, according to his level of inherent wisdom. Then, once he truly understands the teachings, he is to share it with others.
I now understand what it means to study. My lord, what does it mean when you say a monk's duty is to practice?
A monk who has studied the Dhamma and Vinaya, according to his level of wisdom, must convert the teachings from theory and textbook knowledge to actual understanding. He must use the 3 marks of existence, impermanence, suffering, and lack of self, and personal experiences to see and know the truth of reality until his mind contains no more doubt. Keep practicing until you reach total liberation as an Arahant. This is what I mean when I say that a monk's duty is to practice.
Your words and explanations have brought clarity to my mind. I am no longer a young man. Studying with the intention to teach others is not what I desire. I will practice to penetrate the truth and strive for total liberation as my goal. I will practice as you've taught.
And so, Mahabala asked the Buddha for a contemplation topic appropriate for him, and left with 60 monks to go find a suitable forest to practice in. What did you learn from this story? Let us know in the comments. We hope you enjoyed the video. Click like if you did, and click subscribe if you want to see our uploads. And consider making a donation to support our Buddhist animation project.